Yes, guys, I love performing like crazy. I'm very grateful to be a performer in this kind of capacity. But in general, I think it's very rare. I'm going to talk a bit about it. It's very rare to see someone as good looking as me taking drag seriously, right? Because a lot of people think that if you're a good looking guy, and I'm exceptionally good looking, I mean, you can watch my videos, you'll see I'm exceptionally good looking as a man. But if you see me, and I do perform as a guy and a girl, and I'm very gorgeous both, 10 out of 10 in both. But in general, I'm very lucky because, I mean, like if you see drag queens in Hollywood, men that are drag queens or people that are drag queens, I mean, it's very rare to see someone exceptionally good looking being a drag queen without making fun of it by being like a funny looking drag queen or somebody that's not like glam, right? Or whatever, right? Like even Channing Tatum, I mean, people like that look, right? Because if you're a drag queen and you're more masculine, it's not like it's a bad thing. But Channing Tatum, when he was a drag queen, obviously didn't take it too seriously. There's people that are out there that are like that. Like I think there's a billionaire. She got $2 billion in Hollywood. She's in Hollywood. Well, she's like a rich business owner or something. She's got $2 billion in assets or whatever her net worth, right? And she's like the richest transgender person. Well, she's an actual transgender person, but she looks very masculine, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's beautiful, right? And some people prefer masculine drag queens. They don't want a feminine drag queen. There's a lot of people lots of people, like even gorgeous people, want a masculine drag queen, right? But or a masculine transgender person or drag queen, whatever, right? But in general, it's not like when you're trying to dress up as one and you're a celebrity, or you're a transgender person, the idea most of the time, not always, but most of the time, is that you're going to try to pull off the most convincing look of a real woman, right? You're going to try to be the best looking woman you can, even though you're a guy, right? And so when a lot of these celebrities, like even white chicks, right? White chicks, sure, they didn't look very good, but there was some humor behind it, and you could tell they were no, I mean, in a sense, they were not really mocking it, but in a sense, they were, right? And so most people think to me, well, are you mocking it? Because they think, how can you be this good looking as a man and take it seriously? But look how gorgeous I am, right? I mean, it's obvious that I'm taking it very seriously, right? And I want people to know that you can be a gorgeous man and still be a drag queen, right? At the end of the day, and I haven't really kept track of too many RuPaul's Drag Race queens, but I'm sure some of them might be good looking too, but as men. But more often than not, they're very feminine. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people that lots, even male models or female models that like feminine guys and masculine women. There's nothing, or masculine trans people, whatever, right? There are people that love that, but in general, it's not. And like I said, it can be Hollywood, right? Like there's people that are very masculine as women that are famous too, right? Because you can't have only people that are feminine women and feminine drag queens, and obviously somebody's got to be masculine and famous, right? And there's people that love that, and they're models too, or whatever, right? And some models would rather go out with a masculine drag queen than a feminine one if they like drag queens, right? Or trans people, right? Anyway, it's kind of cool to see that I'm not mocking it, and there's no way that people look like me as both. I mean, Lady Gaga is the closest, I think, out of people that can pull off a beautiful woman look and a masculine man look, and Madonna does a good job too. But in general, it's very, very rare. It's unbelievable. I'm sure there's some drag queen on some planet, not some planet, our planet obviously, but on some social media thing that does really well as both. But anyway, thank you guys. Bye now. Bye-bye.